Hello everyone, and welcome. My name is Ryan Brown, and I'm the Hospice Nurse Manager for PeaceHealth Hospice Southwest. The holidays can be a time of joy and reflection as we end the year. With the loss of a loved one, joy can sometimes feel out of reach. Through today's service, I hope that we can not only support each other, but also start the healing process. As we share this sacred time together, let us remember that it is okay to feel the weight of our loss and to reflect on the memories that bring a myriad of emotions, knowing that our loved one's light continues to shine through us. Thank you for joining us, and I hope today will allow you and your loved ones to find some peace during this holiday season.
We realize that those joining us today come from differing walks of life with distinctive traditions, regions, beliefs, and backgrounds. Aside from our distinctions, there are those universal things that connect us all. And today, we are interconnected as we gather to remember our loved ones. And it is in this frame of heart and mind that we offer this blessing in prayer.
May you and I, may we be peaceful, happy, and light in body and spirit. May all beings be peaceful, happy, and light in body and spirit. May we be free from fear, anxiety, and worry. May all beings everywhere be free from fear, anxiety, and worry. May we look at ourselves through the eyes of understanding and love. And may all beings look at themselves through the eyes of understanding and love. And may we establish peace in our hearts and peace in our lives. May all beings everywhere realize perfect peace.
You're invited to pray or to send out these intentions with me. Gracious God, you brought our loved ones into life through your immeasurable love and have welcomed them home again into that love of yours which never ends. We come to you with pain and sadness, but also with hope. Help us to believe that your love is greater and more far-seeing than our own, and help us to find strength through your Spirit and peace through your compassion. May our memories bring us comfort, and may our loneliness be eased. Amen.
Shadows are falling and I'm running out of breath. Keep me in your heart for a while. If I leave you, it doesn't mean I love you any less. Keep me in your heart for a while. When you get up in the morning and you see that crazy sun, keep me in your heart for a while. There's a train leaving nightly called when all is said and done. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-na-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la-lo. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-lo. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sometimes when you're doing simple things around the house, maybe you'll think of me and smile. You know I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse. Keep me in your heart for a while. Hold me in your thoughts, take me to your dreams. Touch me as I fall into view. When the winter comes, keep the fires lit. and I'll be right next to you. Engine drivers headed north up to Pleasant Stream. Keep me in your heart for a while. These wheels keep a-turning, but they're running out of steam. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-lo. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-lo. Keep me in your heart for a while. Keep me in your heart for a while.
Hello, my name's Mary.
And I'm Kathleen,
We're the Psychora Haleys.
and we are honored today to be here to play for you our rendition of the Psalm 23.
Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Leads me to still waters. Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Makes me lie down in green pastures. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil. Thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff. Love and grace comforts me. Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will rest in the house of the Lord forever and ever. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not
What would our world be without good bridges? You know, the kind that help us find safe passage just about anywhere. Through the mountains, valleys, and over the lakes and seas. From the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco to the Bosphorus Strait Bridge in Istanbul, Turkey, where on the west side of the bridge, you're standing on the continent of Europe. And on the east side of the bridge, just a quarter mile away, you're standing on the continent of Asia. Bridges are usually well planned, designed out of great need, and oh so necessary to get where we want to go, with safety and grace. Now let's talk about bridges of another kind. Bridges of emotional and relational support, bridges of love and care. Those bridges of love in the past have carried us over a lot of richness of life's experiences. The bridges of marriage, childbirth, raising a family, seeing our family grow through more marriages, birth, and the addition of furry, four-legged friends, the cats, dogs, birds, and reptiles, and the other lovable pets that capture our heart. Then there are the bridges of love that we have in our hearts. Bridges, when we think about bridges, we think about the physical ones, like those that I mentioned. But bridges of love are much stronger than any physical bridge, more enduring than concrete, brick, or steel. There's the London Bridge, the most current one in London, and then the one that was brought over here, carried over brick by brick to Lake Havasu, Arizona. That bridge sure has lasted a long time. Bridges of love, even more so, I think, last forever, as love does not end, and yet new bridges need to be built, because the storybook of our lives keep on adding new chapters and covering new ground. As we build these new bridges, we build hope, a hope that helps us cross over to the next stage of life. Emily Dickinson describes this hope in her poem, "Hope is the thing with feathers." Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul, and it sings the tune without words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asks a crumb of me. To Emily Dickinson, hope is metaphorically transformed into a strong-willed bird that lives within the human soul and sings its song no matter what. Yes, hope is that bridge that carries us to the next place on our journey of love.
Hope also brings us to love. There are 4 support columns for the bridges of love. Bridges both old and new. Each column of our bridges has one of 4 letters, L, O, V, E. Well, let's look at those 4 letters of the word love. L stands for legacy, a legacy of honor. Keeping in mind a legacy is the long-lasting impact a person has on the life of others and carrying forward their values, passions, and contributions. What legacy does your loved one leave? How would you like to honor them? Being present at this service is one of many ways you are both honoring them and yourself. Many also have moments of remembrance on holidays, anniversaries, or birthdays. Some carry on a hobby or tradition, or share their favorite food recipe, or their favorite food. One can plant a tree, have a special photograph, cherish a keepsake of theirs, or volunteer at your loved one's favorite charity or organization. Peter Stropel writes, "A legacy is not leaving something or people, it's leaving something in people." Ray Bradbury also writes in Fahrenheit 451, "Everyone must leave something behind when he or they die." He writes, "My grandfather said, a child or a book or a painting or a house or a wall built or a pair of shoes made or a garden planted, something your hand touched some way, so your soul has somewhere to visit when you die. And when people look at that tree or that flower you planted, you're there." The second word in our acrostic, LOVE, is outlook, for O, which is a person's point of view or general attitude to life. When loved ones die, our whole lives change. We experience a paradigm shift, and the way we look at life completely changes. Patty Davis writes, "It takes strength to make your way through grief, to grab hold of life and let it pull you forward." Sometimes, as Christina McMorris reflects in The Bridge of Scarlet Leaves, the whole world can become the enemy when you lose what or who you love. Our outlook is often altered, and we get to choose how we will adapt. Yes, grief can feel heavy and dark at times. It can also open us up to a new perspective on life, an outlook with our loved one's legacy propelling us along. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross and David Kessler share, "The reality is that you will grieve forever. You will not get over the loss of a loved one. You will learn to live with it. You will heal and you will rebuild yourself around the loss you have suffered. You will be whole again, but you will never be the same. Nor should you be the same. Nor would you want to be the same." And in understanding our outlook, transformation is a part. We can remember what Haruki Murakami offers in the book Kafka on the Shore. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure, in fact, whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Letter V stands for valid, meaning well-grounded. Your feelings are valid. Your experience is valid. Your memories are valid. Your perspective is valid, as they are grounded in you. It is okay to feel, to be sad, to be mad, to be overwhelmed, to be happy, to be joyful. And sometimes we feel all of these things at once, especially around the holidays. Mr. Rogers reminds us, there is no should or should not when it comes to having feelings. They are part of who we are, and their origins are beyond our control. When we can believe that, we may find it easier to make constructive choices about what to do with those feelings. Naming our feelings is important. There's a Muslim expression that reminds us the tragedy of life is not death, but what we let die inside of us while we live. When we name our feelings, we validate ourselves. And we validate those whom we love, whether they're here or they've moved on. Life has changed, but the change does not need to take you by surprise and have its way. Validate your feelings and decide how to move forward. And we come to the letter E for express, reminding us to express our grief. It means releasing one's emotions, to find a release by giving expression to our grief. In the Hindu tradition, they say it is believed that free expression will keep the body healthy instead of bound by mourning and unresolved anger. What are ways you can express your grief? Only you can answer that question. It is within you. Perhaps through the arts, you can express your feelings. Music, singing, listening, playing, or doing a craft or a project, painting, or doing a photograph. Perhaps through physical activity with dance, workouts, walking, running, biking, or even a big project around the house that's very physical. Those expressions are cathartic. They release the emotions of grief and invite healing. Tears, of course, are another expression of grief. Viktor Frankl writes in Man's Search for Meaning, "But there is no need to be ashamed of tears, for tears bear witness to that person that had the greatness and the courage in our lives, and it takes courage to suffer, and grief can be suffering sometimes." As we express ourselves through tears, it is an expression of suffering. Through the tears, the suffering cascades out. Crying is hard work and can be exhausting. Washington Irving writes, "There is a sacredness in tears. They are not marks of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues. They are messengers of overwhelming grief, of deep contrition, and of unspeakable love." The Apostle Paul in the New Testament writes, "Rejoice with those who rejoice, and to weep with those who weep." He encourages us to do that in Romans 12:15. Another form of expression is to talk. Perhaps talking with a trusted friend or counselor. For those of faith, prayer, meditation, and sacred readings could bring great meaning and expression. In the Buddhist tradition, Kyogen Carlson teaches, "All griefs are one." Somehow, when I grieve for my grandfather, I also touch my grief over neglected relationships in my life. The good thing about all griefs being one is that, to some extent, our work with any particular grief is our work with all grief. These are the 4 strong pillars of our bridges of love, old and new. As we continue to grow and build the legacy with the honor for our loved ones, transforming our outlook of our life, remembering our feelings are valid, and making room to express our grief are all good pillars. Love is powerful. Keep loving as you build this bridge. Alan Wolfelt tells us, "You see, love and grief are 2 sides of the same precious coin. One does not and cannot exist without the other. They are the yin and the yang of our lives. If we allow ourselves the grace that comes with love, we must allow ourselves the grace that is required to mourn." In 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 14, it reminds us to do everything in love. Friends, please know this, that you are not alone. We are here for each other.
I've been down this road before. I remember every tree, every single blade of grass holds a special place for me. And I remember every town and every hotel room and every song I ever sang on a guitar out of tune. I remember everything, things I can't forget. The way you turned and smiled on me on the night that we first met. And I remember every night your ocean eyes of blue miss you in the morning light, like roses miss the dew. I've been down this road before, alone as I can be, careful not to let my past go sneaking up on me. Got no future in my happiness, the regrets are very few. Sometimes a little tenderness was the best that I could do. I remember everything, things I can't forget. Swimming pools of butterflies that slipped right through the net. And I remember every night your ocean eyes of blue. How I miss you in the morning light, like roses miss the dew. How I miss you in the morning light, like roses miss the dew.
In a few moments, we'll have the opportunity to reflect about our loved ones. During this time, I encourage you to take a deep breath and allow your heart to feel. Be aware of your feelings, pray, grieve, celebrate, and find peace as you remember your loved one and the others who are also on this journey as you hear their names being read.
Good evening. My name is Charlene. I am one of the bereavement counselors on staff for Hope Bereavement Services and PeaceHealth Hospice.
And I'm LaDonna. I am also one of the bereavement counselors on staff for Hope Bereavement Services and PeaceHealth Hospice. It is our honor to be here with you tonight.
It is time in our service to remember those we have lost. We invite you to participate in this beautiful and meaningful event from the comfort of your home.
Often, others are afraid to say the name of our loved one due to worrying they may upset us. What people do not understand is we need to hear the name of our loved one spoken aloud. It helps us to remain connected. It helps us to know they were important in our lives and still are.
We will be reading off the names of a short bio for everyone in our presentation. When we have completed reading the bio, we invite all of you to read the name of the individual aloud together. Together we will all say the person's name and we remember you. This simple ritual connects us to our loved one and to each other attending this evening's event. It helps us to know that we are not alone. There are others in the community who are also feeling the loss of a loved one. The ringing of a chime will indicate we are moving on to the next family member. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this presentation. Alice Boehm. Alice died on September the 6th, 2024. Alice was originally from Redmond, Washington, and lived in Toledo, Washington since 1950. She taught business classes at Toledo High School and St. Mary's Academy. She ended her career as business manager at Toledo schools. She is survived by 4 children, 11 grandchildren, and 18 great-grandchildren. She was a member of St. Francis Mission and enjoyed Toledo Senior Center and doing crafts of all kinds. May she rest in peace. from Pat Warmney, daughter. Together we say, Alice, we remember you. Arlene Jones. Arlene Jones was born on October the 3rd, 1932, a wonderful wife, loved mother, and adored grandma. She passed away on August 29th, 2024, and is now reunited with her husband Jim of 62 years. Arlene may have been tiny, but she was sure mighty. She was a compassionate and loving woman. She had a great sense of humor, infectious laugh, and a feisty twinkle in her eye. She was always ready to have fun, which consisted of bingo and being with her beloved family. She will be missed by so many. Thank you, Cindy Gardner. And together we say, Arlene, we remember you. Bradley James Towery, July 9th, 1970 through November 25th, 2024. Brad was a hard-working man who was always the first to lend a hand no matter how big or small the task, which led to the creation of his handyman services business. Brad cherished his family in the great outdoors, enjoying hiking, activities like camping, hunting, crabbing, and fishing. His fun-loving and can-do attitude kept us laughing, even during the tough times. Brad's infectious smile and positive outlook on life made every moment with him special. Although he is now united with those beyond, we who remain will keep his memory in our hearts forever. His legacy of kindness and generosity will continue to inspire us every day. And together we say, Bradley, we remember you. Caden Pierce. Caden was such an amazing and brave young man who loved his family, friends, and pets with all his heart. He enjoyed playing cards and was considered a joyful assassin when we played because he was always able to come up from behind and win with that cute little smile on his face. He had an amazing, infectious laugh and should have been a comedian himself. One of his favorite things to do was to go to car and truck shows where he enjoyed talking about his own specially modified truck and marveling at all the other awesome vehicles. He loved to travel in our RV and visit new and exciting places. He is missed terribly and will remain forever in our hearts. Together we say, Caden, we remember you. Clifford Wayne Jacobson. Our Wayne was one-of-a-kind guy with a personality larger than life. He could make a friend anywhere. He lived life to the fullest with travel, adventure, and deeply loved his faith, family, friends, freedom, and food. PeaceHealth Southwest Hospice helped us in 2019 for 2 months with our son Greg's passing, and again this year for 3 weeks for Wayne. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything. Love, Kathy and family. And together we say, Clifford, we remember you.
Cody Tamayo, 5/15/93 through 8/14/24. Cody was a loving and devoted son, brother, husband, and father. He was a giant teddy bear. His heart, humor, and charismatic personality made it hard to not love him. And together we say, Cody, we remember you. Dave Campbell. I fell in love with Dave Campbell the moment our eyes met on July 16, 1972. We were a week from our 51st anniversary when pancreatic cancer took his life on March 10, 2024. I feel so blessed that we shared all these years together, Patty Campbell. And together we say,
Dave, we remember you.
Dave Sumner, a good person who was greatly loved. And together we say, Dave,
we remember you.
David Coldever Mina. David Coldever Mina, father, son, brother, uncle, and friend forever in our hearts. 1989-2024. Best regards, Aixa Pilars. Together we say,
David, we remember you.
Doug Micheletti. My husband Doug was the best in my eyes. He was such a kind, giving, and loving person. I miss him so much and always will. I wish I met you sooner so I could have loved you longer. Your loving wife forever and always. Together we say, Doug,
we remember you. Errol Andre Basque, a brilliant mind, loving father, devoted provider, and an agent for positive change in whatever he touched. And together we say, Errol, we remember you. Fred Staten. This is my picture of Fred for the celebration of life. Fred passed away on May 10th, 2023. I love and miss you every day, forever and always, Judy. And together we say, Fred, we remember you. Garnet Pearl Koenig. Garnet Pearl Koenig, loved and missed by family and friends. And together we say, Garnet, we remember you. Gordon Campbell. You will always be in my heart, Gracie, your wife. And together we say, Gordon, we remember you. Herlinda Estrada. God looked around his garden and found an empty space. He put his arms around you and lifted you to rest. God's garden must be beautiful. He always takes the best. And together we say, Herlinda, we remember you.
Jaden Allen Sinclair. Jaden Allen Sinclair, April 20th, 1997 through May 14th, 2021. Our son Jaden Allen was just 24 years young. He's the sweetest, kindest, most beautiful soul. He loved his family. He brightened the world with his courageous smile and touched many lives in his quiet and gentle ways. He never got to experience all the beautiful things this world had to offer, but is now in the arms of Jesus. Until we hold you again, know that we will always carry you with us. We will always share you with others, and we will forever love you. And
Together we say, Jaden, we remember you.
Jaden Taylor Ladraja, dearest daughter Jaden, this would have been your 24th Christmas. Not a day goes by that we don't think about you. We love and miss you dearly. Forever in our hearts, love Mommy and Daddy. And
Together we say, Jaden, we remember you.
Jake Swalling. Jake was 80 years young when he passed away in July of 2024. A country boy, his favorite color was John Deere green. He cherished his family and was delighted when his only great-grandchild was named Juliet after his mother. He was a lifelong carpenter who claimed every day, today is the best day of my life. Job well done, good and faithful servant. Vicky Swalling.
And together we say, Jake, we remember you.
Jerry Cole, 1945 through 2024, Eagle Scout, catcher for the San Francisco Giants farm team, Air Force Sergeant, amateur radio operator for the Mars program, structural engineer, worldwide production manager at Fluke Electronics, golfer, father, and beloved husband. He loved his Chris Craft roundabout, HO model trains, and building model RC boats. And
together we say, Jerry, we remember you.
John Babb. John was loved and respected by his family and friends. He and his wife, Michelle, were together for 40 years. They had a blended family, which included 3 daughters and 1 son. John and Michelle have 11 grandchildren and 3 great-granddaughters. He was a hard worker, always said it needs to be done. And no matter how he felt, he was in excruciating pain from cancer. He always worked until he was done, not tired. It was hard to keep him off the roof, and he didn't like to ask for help. John and Michelle loved to travel, whether it be on a cruise or RV road trip. His was a life well lived, and he's missed so much.
And together we say, John, we remember you. Kyron Wright. Kyron Wright taken too soon. He was an amazing individual, creative, thoughtful, caring, and enjoyed life. He is loved continuously and missed greatly. Long live Kyron. November 14th, 2003 to August 7th, 2024. And together we say, Kyron, we remember you. Lee Golden. The Golden family lost our leader, counselor, and source of wisdom last December 18th, 2023. We miss him dearly. He was an amazing father, husband, and grandfather. Lee had 3 careers, spending 24 years in the Air Force, retiring as a colonel, a professor and administrator at the University of Portland for 20 years, and as a real estate agent for another 20 years. He loved helping people and mentoring them to be successful and the best they could be. He loved to play golf, watch sports, and travel throughout the U.S. and the world with his wife Dolores. We will miss the Colonel's advice, nurturing, and love, and will forever live by his motto, keep on truckin'. And together we say, Lee, we remember you. Lori Ann Pegram, 1963 to 2024. And together we say, Lori, we remember you. Murray Hayward. Murray was a friend that everyone would want. There are no words to describe how much he had missed. And together we say, Murray, we remember you. Rebecca Jean Traub. As the holidays approach, the beautiful memories are what I treasure the most. These are the most challenging times of life. Every day I miss having you near. I will do my best to make you proud and do the things that please you. In my heart, you will never be forgotten and forever missed. Gary. And together we say, Rebecca, we remember you.
Robert Hayden. Robert lived life on his own terms. The light and laughter he brought to family and friends will be forever missed. And together we say,
Robert, we remember you.
Shannon Baker Gould, born 12/21/1947, passed 12/28/2023. Shannon was a wonderful mother, grandmother, wife, and friend. She was always looking for ways to help someone. She is greatly missed. And together we say,
Shannon, we remember you.
Theodore Ted Baxter. Ted was a loving husband to Judy for 57 years and a wonderful father to Edward Baxter and Suzanne Pastella. Ted was a wonderful grandfather to his 4 grandchildren. Ted enjoyed making friends wherever he went. He loved cars and motorcycles. He enjoyed going to the car shows and hanging out with the guys at the local Harley shop on Saturdays. And he loved traveling the world with Judy. And together we say, Ted, we remember you. Teddy Hawk. My dear husband Teddy Hawk passed away on February 28, 2024, after a long battle with physical and mental challenges. We have been together for 36 years, and I miss him dearly. Thank you, Diana Reynes. And together we say, Teddy,
we remember you.
Wilford Wilf Zilke, April 10, 1931 through August 8, 2024. Loved by many, forever missed. And together we say, Wilf,
we remember you. Zach Calder. This is Zach Calder, a son, brother, and father. He loved to go boating, fishing, and garden. He was an old soul with a big heart, and we will miss him forever, the Calder family. And together we say, Zach, we remember you.
This concludes the memorial portion of this evening's event. Thank you, everyone, for participation. May you find connection, peace, and comfort during the upcoming holidays.
May their memory be for a blessing. This is a common Jewish response to the loss of a loved one. In this simple phrase, there is an incredible depth of meaning and heritage within the Jewish community. In the poem, We Remember Them, by Sylvan Kamens and Rabbi Jack Reimer, we get a glimpse at the depth within the offering of condolences and within the phrase, may their memory be for a blessing. We remember them. At the rising sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the blowing of the wind and in the chill of the winter, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of the summer, we remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of the autumn, we remember them. At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them.
Thank you. Let us pray. God of mercy and compassion, through your endless love, you have given us daily gifts of comfort, peace, and hope. May our loved ones rest in peace, know the blessing of eternity, and may their names be on our hearts and our lips. Give us the joy of our memories, the privilege of honoring our loved ones today and forevermore. Amen. And before some closing songs, our friend Ron Poitras will lead us in our closing prayer.
Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, gently guide us away from the trail of sunset, the trail of loss, and help us journey to the trail of sunrise, the trail of hope and peace. Mother Earth, many of us during our time of grief have traveled the sunset trail of pain, sorrow, guilt, and despair. And now please guide us and help us to seek the path of sunrise. The sunrise path of honor, peace, strength, and love. But how do we go from despair to peace? Mother Earth, guide us as we breathe deep. Breathe deep. Breathe deep into our very own soul and spirit and bring forth the warrior within us, the strength of the warrior within us. Breathe deep, breathe deep, breathe deep. And now, as warriors, we can heal our eyes so we have peace. As warriors, we heal our ears so we hear pleasant sounds. As warriors, we heal our mouths so that we speak of love. As warriors, we heal the heart so that it is strong. Breathe deep. As warriors, we heal the body so we will walk with honor and love. And finally, as warriors, we need to heal our mind and rest our thoughts in our brain. Thank you, Mother Earth, for guiding us in the journey to strengthen our soul and spirit and to bring us peace, love, and honor. This prayer should be said daily, if not more than once a day. Hajka, Hajka, Hajka.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to rise. You're only waiting for this moment to rise. You're only waiting for this moment to rise.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes I will drive them all. I'm on your side. When times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down.
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. If you need a hand, and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down.
Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. And if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be.